Greetings and welcome to Instructional Content Creation. My name is Chris Zirkle. I'll be your instructor during this course, which is designed for teachers who want to create instructional content for their students. Perhaps something like screencast videos like the one you're watching now. Could be podcast, if maybe there's no video or visual representation of something needed. Could just be an auditorial recording. Or perhaps videos where they're on camera, such as like vlogs, documentary style videos. This is lesson 0. It's not required. It's an introduction. We do have a couple of goals for this video for you. First, I want you to get to know me a little bit more so you can understand how I can support you. And I want to go ahead and show you the course, show you how to navigate the course, how you can track your progress through the course. And lastly, I want to kind of talk to you a little bit about what mastery checks are so you can understand what we mean by that as you navigate through this course designed for you. So I was a classroom teacher for over 15 years, and now I'm a digital learning coordinator, which means that I support teachers with the implementation of instructional technology in the classroom. I also produce a lot of different types of content. For example, The Blend is a podcast that we produce, I do with a co-host that's district-wide, and it's all about blended learning. And I bring this up because you're here in this course because you want to learn how to deliver the content to your students and the variety of different ways, and that's what a big component of blended learning is that digital environment where you have this instruction, these lessons, these videos or podcasts housed, right? We talk about that in Canvas chats, which are videos I film documentary style, all about the learning management system that we use, Canvas. We also produce vlogs with all smartphones, either myself or the teachers are on camera, and a variety of other different types of educational films. I want to share these with you just so you can see some of my work and maybe be inspired and maybe get some ideas for some things that you can implement yourself. The Blend is a podcast all about blended learning, and I bring this up because if you can have content delivered to your students that doesn't necessarily need to have a visual component, then maybe consider a podcast and setting it up in something like a platform like Spotify where you can have episodes and students can easily get them on their phone right along with the music they listen to. They can click right on and listen to your podcast. So that's something we want to bring up. We'll talk about more in depth. Now, our Canvas chats are videos that I produce that I film with DSLR cameras. So this is a DSLR camera on a gimbal. See, I'm walking, it's kind of stabilizing the camera. And I film documentary style, tripods, microphones. If you want to talk about video editing, anything like this where you're using B-roll and an interview with somebody or yourself, you want to get into that kind of technology and that type of filmmaking for your students, then let me know. Also, let's go ahead and look at another type of work. This is kind of the vlog style. So this is done all with smartphones. I have an iPhone, and I capture what I'm doing in the field with my teammates in these short videos, so that way I can share them with teachers so they can know how we can support them. This introduction has been made with After Effects. You can make like an introduction to your videos if you want, kind of brand yourself a little bit. And then, of course, here's just phone footage. Here's me pulling into a school, and I'm talking about the day, what have you, all phone audio and video. So if you're interested in something like that style, we can talk about that. Here's, of course, a teacher talking right there in a car where she goes into the building and walking into the building, that type of thing. And next we have kind of educational film. So this is a kind of a Teacher of the Year film, and this is more of a lengthy kind of a production. This is something that takes a little bit more work. But if you're looking for something long term as you go through the activities in this course, the reflection guide, the plan of action guide, there may be parts of your instruction that you'd want to kind of do more of a film production, so we can talk about that on that level if you want to. Let's now dive into the course. Okay, so this is the course that you have enrolled in, Instructional Content Creation. Here's some key vocabulary I suggest you go through. As you read through that key vocabulary, when you're done, hit Start Now. That brings you to the modules and the lessons. You can see here we have a color coding system. What you must do is in red. So just think about stop, right? Those are what you must do. What you maybe kind of should do is in blue, like the introduction if you're here, and it's something you should do, right? Participate in the discussion after the video. And then aspire to do are yellows. So those are things that you can aspire to do. Let's go ahead and look at how you can track your progress. As you go through these, you'll just be taking one to another, and you'll be able to just easily navigate. You always start at the beginning of a lesson. It always starts with the content. Then the next thing will be because we're asynchronous and we want you to be able to collaborate with other teachers, we always have a discussion so you can meet other teachers and share and have conversations, and you'll always end up with a mastery check. The mastery check is something that must be completed with a passing score, so to say. You got to meet the requirements of the rubric in order to progress on to the next lesson, right? So that's the kind of language we use. Now let's look at how you can track your progress. And to wrap it up, this is a tracker here. You can see there are check marks at the bottom. Remember, blue is what we should do, right? But red is what we must do. So you can see here, in this course, as long as you can create a screencast video and you can actually also integrate a way to engage your students and provide them feedback, then you'll be able to get started and complete the basic requirements of this course. But if you'd like to look at podcasting or vlogging or other types of productions, then you can choose to do so.